and welcome. My name's Natasha and today I'm going to show you some of my rubbish and give you my opinion on what I thought of it and whether I would buy it again. If you haven't already seen it, I have already... oh, sorry, itchy eye. Oh. Okay. If you haven't already seen it, I've already done 2 versions of this video so far. The first one was more hair care related things. The second one was sort of body and skincare, and so I will link them below or with the little tack card things if you want to check those out. And today we're going to do a bit more skincare and makeup and just try and get the rest of this done, because I've been keeping this stuff for a long time and it is time for it to be gone, and I want to share with you my opinions. First up is this is the Sunday Riley Good Jeans. I can't tell you the size because it's rubbed off the back. It's 0.5 fluid ounce for American people, but I can't tell you how many mils it is for you in the UK. I used this up in absolutely no time. I really enjoyed it. I liked the way that it was on my skin. It smells a bit funky, but I really felt that it was doing something and it was brightening my skin. As it happens right now, I'm trying to use up as many products as I can that's in my stash. I've got quite a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to use everything up before I buy new things. So I haven't replaced this, and I'm using a lot of other skincare. But as soon as I have got through that skincare, I will be buying this unless I see it on offer. I use it up very quickly. I think they say to use 2 or 3 pumps. Yeah. Use daily after cleansing and 2 or 3 pumps, but I tried to use 1 or 2 because it's expensive and I wanted it to go further. But I really liked it. I've got oily combination skin, so I've got kind of normal skin. I've got an oily T-zone, but starting to get sort of dry patches now on my forehead and things. So it's all a bit of a strangeness going on. So the combination definitely describes my skin, and this suited my skin perfectly. I really like it. It's a shame it's so expensive, but you know, it's expensive for a reason. I used up the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This is probably my, I don't know, I've had quite a few of these in my lifetime. And I really like this because it's not fragranced in any way. So if you don't like fragrance, then you'll like this. I usually, if I've got a full face of makeup on, I whack it all over my face, rub it all in and remove it with a flannel or a hot cloth if I've got them around. And I really like it. I find it effective. I think it's really good. It removes everything. Doesn't irritate my skin in any way. It's very calming and sensitive and good for sensitive skin, and it's very good. However, I haven't had any problems with it, but I do have a friend that found it to be, because it's quite oily, and she found it to cause her to break out a little bit on her jawline because she said it was just too oily for her. It says on it for all skin types, but all I can say is that my friend did find that it was too heavy in terms of oils and it broke her out. I haven't had that problem and I love it, and I will continue to buy it. I absolutely adored this. A lot of my previous videos, my empties, I was like, oh, I'm not that bothered about this, probably wouldn't buy that again, it's not my favourite. But so far we're 3 for 3. I would definitely buy this again, and I have. And this is the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. I really like a moisturizer in the morning. I like my cleansers and my moisturizers to be citrusy and have a bit of a zing and a freshness, and I really like how, oh god, see, the pot's empty and it still smells delicious. Oh, it's really, yeah, it's nice. It's very citrusy, orangey. They say it's an energy boosting moisturizer to apply for day and night. I use different things in an evening, but I use this every day. I'm using something else right now and I miss this. I've got a new one waiting to be opened, but my new rule for myself is that I can't do it until I've finished up my other products. I haven't found another one that I like as much as this. It's not very heavy on my my oily skin. It doesn't make me really oily and whatever. It's just, oh, it's so nice. It expires after 24 months, but there's not a chance that it will go that long because I just love it. I want to drink in it. I really like this stuff. Yes. However, there is an Origins item that I did not really like, and this is the Modern Friction Nature's Gentle Dermabrasion. It's a bit of a hybrid that doesn't work for me. It's got these lumpy bits in that means that it's not a very good cleanser, and it hasn't got enough going on for it to be a dermabrasion or a scrub or anything like that. So I will be passing this on to somebody else. I did have a little trial of the Origins Vitazing SPF 15. So this is the Ginseng that I love, and this is the Vitazing, but it's got the SPF 15 in it. but I didn't like it as much as this. It was a bit heavier and it didn't smell as nice, and so I will always stick with this and do my own SPF. I've got two Dove Go Fresh things, and they're both in the grapefruit and lemongrass scent. I love this. It's the spray. Antiperspirant is my favourite. It's always in my gym bag. I think it smells nice and refreshing, and I don't know, the scent just makes me feel good. You know when you instantly are like, oh yeah, that smells so nice, and it's lovely. So I tried it in the roll-on version. However, I don't think that Dove roll-ons are strong enough or good enough for me. They're fine, but I don't trust them as enough. I don't feel that they are as long lasting as they claim. They claim 48 hours, but I don't feel like I'm as fresh as I am when I use my Mitchum Ultimate Cream Moisturizer, whatever, deodorant. I don't know what this is, but this is my favourite, and the Dove one just didn't stand up to it. I didn't feel like as confident in it. So it was okay. It was in my gym bag, so that I only needed it like for after the gym and then to get through the evening, and I'm not that smelly, but it just, I don't know, it didn't really pack the punch like I'd like it to, really. I used up a Nook's Precious Scented Shower Oil with Golden Shimmer. Nobody really wants to shimmer. It was okay. It was a nice moisturising shower oil, but I don't think I would rush to buy it again. It smelled nice and it was moisturising and it was lovely, but I didn't notice a shimmer on my skin afterwards. There was a shimmer in it, but it was a good product, but not something that overwhelmed me enough or makes me want to go and repurchase it. However, one of the things that I do repurchase a lot is the L'Occitane almond shower oil. I've got a couple of these little mini ones, and then I've got a bigger one, and there's one in my shower right now, and I love it. I use it actually for shaving my legs and things, but it's just a really lovely scented luxurious thing that I just very much enjoy. So the Nook thing was quite nice and it was quite thick and moisturising, but it just didn't smell as good as this, and smell wins for me anyway. I'm getting rid of this. This is a Bioderma Sebium one, which is for more, I think it's supposed to be for, it doesn't tell you. Oh yeah, so this is more suited to the combination oily, whereas the red top one is for normal skin. I've had this open for longer than 12 months, so I'm getting rid of it even though there's some left. I'm just not a micellar water person, to be honest. I mean, maybe people use it as their first step to get rid of their makeup and then go on to do a full cleanse, but I prefer being at the sink and doing 2 full cleanses. This just, it doesn't really do it for me. Plus I wear waterproof mascara, so most micellar waters that I try don't really get the waterproof mascara off, so they don't really do it for me. Another thing that I didn't use up before the time had expired was a simple Kind Eyes eye makeup remover, and this was nice. It didn't sting my eyes in any way and it did the job. I felt that it struggled a bit with waterproof mascaras, I have to admit, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this because I need a makeup remover that will get off my waterproof mascara, or most of the time I just use my cleansing balms, this one, the Clinique Take the Day Off, or other ones, and just rub that all in my eyes and then it all comes off anyway. So I don't really usually use a separate makeup remover just for that purpose, really. I used up a Tarte Maracuja Oil. This was just a little mini one that I got in a set, and I used it at night. I use oils at night, and it was nice and it did the job. I didn't miss it once it had finished. However, I really like my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Serum and the Sunday Riley Luna Oil, and I prefer them to this. This is okay, but they either smell better or I see more of an effect on my skin the next morning, or they just seem to work a lot better than this, so unfortunately I wouldn't repurchase this. It did okay in terms of moisturisation, but it didn't sort of blow me away with extra qualities that those other two do. We're running out of time, so I will skip skincare for now and we will move on to some makeup items. The first thing that I used up was an e.l.f. This is going to break everywhere. An e.l.f. translucent mattifying powder, and it comes with a little sponge next to it, and it's nearly all gone. I thought that this would be nice to carry around with me because it's got a mirror sponge and for little top-ups on the go, but I found that it was a little bit cakey when I did top up. It was fine just for use on its own, but it was just a little bit too much for me on top of things. Like you couldn't use it on top of other makeup that much because it would start to look cakey. I am getting rid of this because I've had it a long time and I don't really use it, and this is the Tease Golden Glow Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Silky Nude, and it's nice. It's like a peachy shade, and it's got like a lot of, I don't know, like a nice shimmery neutral shade. I don't know if it's showing up really. So it's really easy to wear. It's easy to wear on top of things. It's quite sticky and it's a little bit gritty because it has got so much sort of shimmer in it. So even if I hadn't had it a while, I wouldn't repurchase it and I wouldn't really use it because it's not that comfortable on the lip. This is the Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss Stick from Soap & Glory in Nudist. They've changed the packaging since I used this. It smells nice. I haven't repurchased it, but I would. It's a really sort of nude shade, as the name Nudist would imply. It's lovely, it's easy to wear, it smells nice and vanilla-y, you get a nice colour, it's easy to chuck on, you don't need a mirror. I've got this still in a couple of other shades, but I would repurchase the Nudist if I was allowed to buy more stuff, but right now I've got to use up what I've currently got. But I really like it and I would recommend it. And then this is a Fresh Sugar Rose Tinted Lip Treatment, and I used all of this up totally to the end. It's easy to wear, it's nice, it smells lovely. I didn't really think it was the most intense lip treatment I've ever had, but it's nice and I would probably buy it again. I've currently got it in other shades, so I'm not going to go and repurchase it right now because I'm using it in some other shades. So I've got a few mascaras. The first one is something that I used quite a lot. Well, I did, it's all gone. But this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational in the waterproof, and it's got the rubberized sort of, I don't know what shape that's called. That shaped bristle wand, sort of curved sort of shape. I find it's good and it really was effective. I liked it a little bit after it had dried up a little bit. I found it to be better, and it was nice and it was waterproof, which is what I prefer. However, it had started to, before it, I mean, it looks really battered because I used it every day, but it had started to smudge and no longer be waterproof. So I guess the time must have been coming to the end of me using it. So I think once I've run out of all my mascaras that I'm currently using, I would consider repurchasing this in the waterproof one and seeing if it remains waterproof, because I don't know what changed about it as to why it started smudging. I have got quite oily under eyes and things do smudge on me quite a bit sometimes. And then this was this is the number 7 Lash Impact Intense Volume Control, and it's a really buildable, I think it doesn't say on it, but it's supposed to be waterproof. And it says, turn up the volume for dramatic looking lashes with a maximum impact and clump free layers. It's a fibre brush, not a like a bristle brush, and it's just a standard comb, standard wand, I don't know what I'm on about. And I've only used this a few times, but I don't like it. I use it and then by the end of the day something happens and I've just got 4 lashes. Like all of my lashes have stuck together in points, and it's really weird. It's as if it never sets. So if your lashes like hit your glasses or if you touch your eyes, then they stick together and it just never really sets. It's buildable. I liked it just with 1 or 2 coats for a more natural effect, and they say you can go up even more. And I tried that, but I don't like how it sticks together, and so I wouldn't recommend that mascara. I would recommend this one. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara in the shade Black. It has a teeny tiny weeny little brush, and I use that to get the little bottom lashes, and it doesn't smudge, it's waterproof, and it's really effective. And I find if I've got this on my bottom lashes, I can sometimes get away with other mascaras on the top lashes, not necessarily waterproof. I haven't repurchased this, but I really will, because it's mad how effective it is. You think, oh yeah, whatever, it's a tiny little brush and what difference can that make? But it really gets those lashes, and it's really effective, and I love this mascara. I will continue to buy that. Okay, I'm getting rid of, I've had a big sort out and given a lot of things away to a women's refuge, but while I was sorting out, I've been throwing things away as well, so they only had the new things, of course. And I was getting rid of 2 of these L'Oreal, I can't think what they're called, they're like lip gloss things, I can't remember the name of them. And I've got it in 101 Rose Melody and 201 Rose Symphony, so Rose Melody and Rose Symphony. And I just don't grab for these anymore. I've had them a long time, I find them a bit gloopy, and they're just not the things that I grab for in my collection. I don't know how long, it says for 2 years, and I've probably had them that long, so it's time for them to go. I wouldn't really recommend them, I prefer other glossy lip things. And then also I found this OCC lip tar in a cupboard, in a drawer. I've never used it. And it's all separated and gone off a bit, so I can't give you anything other than to say it doesn't last that well and it's not very nice at all. I'll end on a high, which is kind of a low. I've completely used up my Dior Skin Nude BB Creme in the shade 001. Can't find this anymore, it's been discontinued, especially shade 001, and I'm really sad. I cherished it and barely used it just so that I could get through time with it, because it's so nice. It's so easy, I can just slap it on my face and it wore well, it gave good coverage for a BB cream, it wasn't heavy, but it had it wasn't just like a wash of moisturizer, it had coverage, it was glowy, it didn't make me really shiny and horrible. It was just a really, really nice product that I genuinely love to bits. I went through a couple of these tubes and I have searched high and low and everywhere for one of these. So if you've got one of these in your stash that you don't use and it's in the shade 001, please get in touch with me, because I want it from anybody and everybody. This is what I need more of this in my life. I've tried some of their other BB creams that they've got available, and their lightest shade is not as light as this, and it's a bit orangey on my skin and I don't like them as much. So yeah, the BB Creme Dior Skin Nude, it's sad times, but I really would like this back in my life. I would recommend it to everybody, but you can't really get it. Maybe you could get it in your shade, but they don't do it in mine anymore, and that's really sad. So if you see it in 001, please let me know. I'd love you forever. So yeah, I think we'll stop there. That's a really long video. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your recommendations and what you think of things, and if you see what I like and you think there's something you recommend for me to try, I would love to hear from you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please check out my other empties videos and my other videos that'll be coming soon. Take care. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.